Welcome, welcome, welcome to another round of Grudge Match, the place to find head-to-head contests between opponents from different universes and determine who takes home top honors. Today it's all about sidekicks as we pit the two top second fiddles of all time against each other in the forms of their solo hero incarnation. It's DC's grown-up boy wonder, Nightwing, against Marvel's matured invader, Winter Soldier. Nightwing, better known as Dick Grayson, was the original superhero sidekick when he debuted as Robin, teaming up with Batman back in April of 1940. James Buchanan Barnes became the teen tag-along for Captain America less than a year later in March of 1941. So these are two of the oldest heroes in all of comic books, and both are still going strong with their own self-titled series currently. The superhero careers of these two characters have been very similar to each other. As far as Dick Grayson goes, he started out as Batman's sidekick Robin, of course, came into prominence on his own as a solo hero, as Nightwing. Later on, when Batman was supposedly killed, Dick Grayson took over the cowl and took on the reins of Batman himself, and then when the original Batman, Bruce Wayne, came back to life, now Dick Grayson is back to being Nightwing again. As far as James Buchanan Barnes, also known as Bucky in younger days goes, he started out as Captain America's sidekick as Bucky during World War II, came into prominence as his own solo hero as Winter Soldier. When Captain America was presumed dead, he took up the shield himself and took over as the new Captain America, and then when Captain America came back to life later on, he went back to his Winter Soldier persona. So they've had very similar superhero careers throughout the years, and that's not the only thing very similar about these two particular characters. They have a lot of the same abilities as well. Start off with, neither one of these characters have any inherent superpowers, much like the superheroes that they were sidekicks for, Batman and Captain America. They don't have any inherent superpowers in and of themselves, but they have a lot of really great abilities, and things that they share in common. They are both Olympic level or near peak level in terms of strength, speed, agility, endurance, durability. All of those are absolutely at the top, highest rank that they can possibly achieve without being superhuman. They're both extremely proficient fighters in multiple martial art forms, and both are master strategists, all abilities that they've honed throughout the years, both as sidekicks and then later on as solo heroes. But they do diverge in some other categories that kind of make them heroes unto themselves. As far as Nightwing's specific abilities go that kind of give him a little bit of an edge, he's a master detective in a way that Winter Soldier just isn't. Nightwing took his cues from Batman in not only needing to be a great fighter, not only needing to be a hero in his own right, but also needing to be able to solve crimes in his home city of Gotham of all types. So he's had to become a master detective who can solve crimes just the same way Batman does. And also, like Batman, Nightwing has a variety of gadgets and weapons on him at all times. Like Batman's famed utility belt, Nightwing has all these little gadgets, gizmos, weapons all over his suit and all over his compartments on his belt and outfit. So in any given situation, he has things he can use: smoke bombs, batarangs, grappling hooks, all kinds of stuff that he can break out whenever he needs to. And also, in Nightwing's favor, when it comes right down to it, in a match between him and Winter Soldier, he is the better hand-to-hand combatant. He has a little bit wider scope of martial arts that he specializes in, and has trained under Batman, of course, the best hand-to-hand fighter in the DC universe. So, comes right down to it, he's just a hair better fighter than Winter Soldier. But Winter Soldier has a few things in his corner that give him a little bit of an edge too. Whereas Nightwing is a master detective, Winter Soldier is a master spy and soldier. He didn't do a whole lot of detective work throughout his hero career, but he's been a master espionage agent, going into different countries and just assassinating political figures, just doing master spy level work. And also a soldier. He was a soldier way back in World War II, and he was one of the best soldiers around. He also has a bionic arm. His left arm is mechanical, because he lost his original arm back in the war. And so the bionic arm that he has gives him enhanced strength in that one arm. It also affords him electrical discharges that are built into it, as well as an EMP that allows him to shut down any mechanical devices in his immediate area. So this gives him a little bit of an edge in a fight, because whereas he doesn't have super strength throughout his whole body, that one arm does have superhuman strength in it, so that's kind of a built-in super weapon that he has attached right to him. And whereas Nightwing is the better hand-to-hand combatant, Winter Soldier has much better weapons proficiency. As I said, he is a soldier, so he's had all kinds of training in guns, knives, explosives, all that kind of stuff that you're going to use on a battlefield. And of course, Nightwing follows the Batman edict of not using guns, so Nightwing does not have very good proficiency with firearms especially, and that's the kind of thing Winter Soldier uses all the time. For many, many years, he was an assassin for the Russians, and he used sniper rifles and explosives, demolitions, all kinds of high-quality weaponry in assassinating high-profile targets. So the question is, in a one-on-one matchup between these two characters, what is going to be the more important edge to have? Better hand-to-hand combat skills, or better weaponry and soldiering skills? Nightwing has the edge in hand-to-hand, Winter Soldier has the advantage in weapons proficiency. So now it comes time to declare a winner to this grudge match, and that winner's going to be Nightwing. Master Soldier and Spy that Winter Soldier does happen to be is not going to come in quite so handy as better hand-to-hand combat skills when facing a one-on-one confrontation against somebody who has better fighting skills than you do. So in this contest, Nightwing, Dick Grayson, Robin, the original Boy Wonder, and the one-time Batman is going to take the win, and DC's going to go home victorious in this grudge match. Please post any comments or suggestions for future grudge matches in the comments section below, and thanks for watching, and tune in for the next edition of Grudge Match.